What's up, everybody? Ben Reza here for Odd Chopper. I am back. It is Tuesday. I thought it was Monday, but it's not. January 16th in the sports world, of course. NFL, the dust has settled from wild card weekend. Now we get a little break. We got some other stuff to focus on. It'll be back in a big way, and so will we here at Odd Chopper in the NFL streets. But in the meantime, NBA, college basketball, and whatever you want, got you covered. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Want to say welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. If you like what you do, you want to support us, easiest way, just hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, leave a comment. All that stuff really helps. We love the engagement. We want you as part of this community. Yesterday, Minnesota just couldn't shoot. They shot, I think it was like 5 of 28 from three. They're not a great shooting team, so really can't complain too much. We've gotten a lot of bounces, but we do start the week 0-1. Now we got to dive in, and there's so many big games on the schedule. I'm going to one in the Big 12, TCU and Cincinnati. You see, first of all, on Odd Chopper, discrepancy up to 3.5, down to 2.5. So depending on who you want, this is really important. That's a huge key point for not more or less juice. Cincinnati minus 2.5 at minus 110 is where I want to go because I'm back in the Bearcats at home in this game. This is over on FanDuel. Again, we're going to talk about ways to get more money on some books in just a second. But let's talk about this game. Let's talk about TCU and Cincinnati, two teams that are going to be in the tournament and doing some damage potentially because they're good teams. TCU's 13-3. They lost by 2 points at Kansas last week. Then they beat Oklahoma at home. Then they beat Houston at home by 1 point. Can't think of a harder 3-game stretch. And now a harder 4-game stretch. I don't honestly know how much they'll have left. Now they got to hit the road. It's very hard to quantify, but this team has been through it. They're 13-3. Emmanuel Miller leads them 17 per game in that front court. He has been awesome. 84 points per game, 34% from three. Those numbers are not going to be happening tonight if I have anything to say about it because Cincinnati's defense is very strong. But TCU can play. Dixon has done a great job with this team. They're experienced. They've been in hostile environments. There's not a lot that I can knock on them. I just think that scheduling-wise, like all these teams, going on the road and winning is very, very difficult. And getting up for game after game after game is very difficult. They've just been on a brutal stretch. Now they got to go into Cincinnati, which is no treat for anyone. Cincinnati's a 12-4 team. They've lost 2 straight. Heartbreakers. They lost by 1 to Texas in a game. A, if you watch that game, that was a travel at the end. B, they never should have lost that game. And then they lost by 3 on the road to Baylor. Awful. They played BYU before that. A gauntlet of a schedule for them. They are back at home. Elite defense. Really, really good at protecting the rim. Really, really good at defending the three. This is a team that it's very difficult to have a great offensive game against. They are a little banged up, so Frederick hasn't played in a while. I don't want to talk about him. But one of their big men, the 7-footer, Bendango. This is a piece to keep an eye on. Now, I'm taking my position right now at minus 2.5, minus 110, and I don't know the status. I don't think anyone does. He hurt his back against Texas. He did not play against Baylor. Now, I saw some quotes from Wes Miller that if you're reading the tea leaves, it seemed to me that he was saying that this guy was really close and they basically had to hold him out for one game. His back flared up. They got him some attention and he wasn't cleared, but he felt better. If that's the case and he plays tonight, that is a nice boost. If he doesn't play, we're not dead in the water. They can deal without him, but it would help. It would be nice to have a big front court body. He's one of the anchors of that interior defense. He's not relying, offensively, he's not going to give you much. You're talking about some dunks and some putbacks. Very important player, though. Big fan of him. I hope he's able to go. And I think, just pretending that I'm a doctor, that he is going to play tonight. And that's another boost to Cincinnati. But the nice thing about Cincinnati, they're not relying on any one player. The most that anyone plays is 25 minutes per game. They've got a nice, solid rotation of players. They kind of do what they do. Again, they're relying on their defense. They're going to lean on their home court. They're going to lean on their defense. They're going to make it ugly. 2.5 points. That is a number that I really like. Again, sometimes the number tells the story. It's up to 3 and 3.5 at other books. I think the 2.5 will be gone. I'm going to lock it in. Cincinnati minus 2.5, minus 110 for me tonight. Now, as I always say, questions, Jazzraz DFS on Twitter. You can find me in our Odd Chopper Discord. It's one of the many things you get with Odd Chopper Premium, the picks, the Discord, the tools, all of that, because I give one pick here. But certainly, I'll be betting all sorts of nonsense today. We're having a good time in there. Odd Chopper Premium link is below, and you can use that code. And then I have to mention, I alluded to it earlier about getting some extra books, getting some extra money. Our friends at BetMGM, there you see the bet and get. I've been talking about it. Bet and get. Bet 5, get 158 in bonus bets. It's that simple. So if you're looking, I'm not gonna spend a ton of time on this. If you're looking for a new book and you're looking for some bonus money, BetMGM, the link is below. All you have to do is sign up, bet $5 on something. If you win, great. If you lose, great. Because you're getting 158 bonus bets. You got to be 21 plus. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Friends, let's have a good Tuesday. Let's bounce back on this video. And again, if you have any questions, I am around in Discord, hanging out, having a good time. We just hope that you're having a good time here at Odd Chopper, and maybe we'll see you again tomorrow. But for me, for TCU, and most importantly today for Cincinnati, enjoy the day. Stay safe. If it's snowing here. I'll talk to you guys for Wednesday. It'll probably be more college basketball right here at Odd Chopper.